All right, we are live. This is Of Mouse and Man. I am Drew. My man Patches, my mouse man Patches here is to my left. And this is episode 2 of our playthrough of Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. Glad to be here after enjoying a session of that last night. Getting booted off of the PlayStation. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. And then having OBS issues getting the stream started. So hopefully everything goes smoothly and we'll have some fun here. And hopefully we didn't get booted further back in the game. I can't tell whether or not we had our progress saved or not from where we ended off last night at the end of the level. We shall see. I don't remember being in handcuffs before. So I think we did get our progress saved. I'm also watching the fireworks from Galaxy's Edge, Star Wars Land, and Disneyland here on the live stream. On a different live stream, obviously.
Use the panel to call in the shuttle, trooper. Select the right ID segments. They're the ones that look like us.
Escort the prisoner to the transport, FNT.
Who's this?
Get to the transport.
Come here, bud. Come here, Patches. Oh, the wire's in the way. Come here, bud. Come on. Who's this? Who's this little Jedi?
One false move and we'll shoot.
It's all this now. Escape from the Finalizer. During a mission on Jakku to recover vital data to aid the Resistance, Poe Dameron is captured by Kylo Ren of the First Order, who will stop at nothing to prevent the Resistance from finding Luke Skywalker. While BB-8 flees with the data hidden safely inside him, Poe is transported to Ren's Star Destroyer, where it seems his fate is sealed.
It's in a droid. A BB unit.
Well then, if it's on Jakku, we'll soon have it.
I leave that to you.
Why do you say that, Richard? Did you just?
Exactly as I say, I can get you out of here. Can you fly a TIE fighter?
What?
This is a rescue. I'm helping you escape.
You with the Resistance?
What? No. I'm breaking you out. Can you fly a TIE
I
fighter?
can fly anything. Why? Why are you helping me?
Because it's the right thing to do.
You need a pilot.
I need a pilot.
Okay.
I'd play him.
Stay calm. Stay calm. I am calm.
I'm talking to myself.
You got a plan beyond not panicking?
I mean,
One, we get to that
I
TIE
enjoyed
fighter,
the sections
and two,
of
we don't get
Skywalker
blasted on the
Saga,
way.
but I know what you're saying. Why am I walking like this? Oh, because it's a...
We can cut across down here.
Yoda couldn't be
Give me a
well,
hand.
everyone knows Rey is much more powerful than Yoda, right? She's the great Jedi Mary Sue, as they say. I think Palpatine is definitely beyond, like, simple anger management classes. Probably he needs some type of institutionalized assistance. Some heavy meds, perhaps. I don't know if those crane arms he lives on are delivering them to him. At least something like a trank or something to just, like, knock him out and stop him being, like, such a aggressive guy. Greatest villain is a politician. Yeah.
We should create a
I
distraction
mean, Hitler.
so we can get across to that TIE fighter.
Hitler did it
Okay, I
first.
have a plan. We can use that speeder.
Not unless we charge it up first.
We need to find a protocol droid.
Need to find a way to bridge that gap. Protocol droids aren't exactly athletes.
Finn is kind of like a groupie. Yeah, he doesn't. I don't remember his whole like story arc, but I do remember him just being kind of like the guy in Rey's friend zone. Rey didn't have a love interest, did she? Not even Poe or Finn.
How can I assist you, sir?
Ben Solo? I don't remember that. I can't keep track of who's related to who. Ben Solo's... Oh yeah, right, because she's a Skywalker, Leia. Yeah. Gotta love the random incest storylines in Star Wars. I just went and saw Alien Romulus, much different space vibes.
Dina? Oxam? Maya?
Right, I remember Ben kills Han Solo.
Dina?
What is this puzzle? Green,
Oxam?
orange,
Maya?
yellow.
This stormtrooper requires that you charge up that speeder. Orders are orders. There. I should inform you that he said the drive unit is malfunctioning, so there may be unforeseen consequences to charging it.
We have intruders in the hangar bay. All units converge on their position.
You know the idea of a distraction is to draw attention away from us, right?
Stop the prisoner and the traitorous stormtrooper!
But he looks just the same as us.
Do not let them escape. All TIE fighters are in lockdown.
We have to get up to that control room to release the TIE fighter.
unlocking Count Dooku. Did you 100% this one too?
The grapple's got nothing to latch onto. You think one of us can pull open that panel up there?
I think you definitely 100%ed it. Sounds brilliant, Richard. Going back to work was a rude awakening. What is this now?
The intruders are attempting to access the control room. All nearby units respond.
Got it.
I mean, I feel like law school really fucked me, but it was a good education. As long as Palpatine stays in his basement, I don't even mind. I mean, I was thinking about this the other day. There's just not like a lot of illustration in the saga about how bad life is for the common folk under the First Order. Like, it doesn't... We don't get a great sense of like, oh, this is great that the rebels won because now the government is going to be like much better for people. Like, it's just like this family. Okay, now we gotta break and build yet again. Richard, would you ever go back? Like, is there something that you would want to finish enough? Could you foresee circumstances that it would be worth going back for
We
you.
have a breach in the control room.
Like just to
Prepare for
finish
attack.
something.
Stop them!
You know, towards something you
Gotta free
wanted
up
to
the
do.
fighter. I don't have the access code.
I definitely don't feel great about going back to work, but I need the money. I feel like I am Goldilocks, like looking for like the right bowl of porridge. Like I've had, my last job was like way too cold. It wasn't consistent enough with the workflow
Fighter's free.
to like
Let's
pay
go.
my bills. And it was just scary sometimes how it would disappear. This one that I started this week is way too hot. Like this is gonna burn me out really quick.
There's a lift through the back. Let's go.
And I didn't even work that hard this week. I just like got exposed to it again, and so it's gonna be probably unsustainable. And I'm up for another one that I hope will be maybe the middle ground. So we'll see.
There's a lift through the back. Let's go.
A lot of pew-pewing going on in here. Wouldn't go back. Yeah, I could see that. You know, if you didn't have a plan, but if there was something that like you really wanted to do that you needed a degree for, like I don't know, like you mentioned like computer programming or something, or I forget, you said what you did. And it was something related to computers, I think. Just curious. This job that I'm doing is definitely going to make me depressed. It already has. It is just like, and the first
There's a trooper in cover on the
the
right.
first
Can you hit him?
conference call I had with these guys, like they're very nice people, but like it's just like a common lawyer like environment where everybody's like overworked and overstressed and no one's having any fun, and it seems very unhealthy. Like, and everyone just talks about how exhausted they are, and no one ever like does anything about it. They just are all like hostages to like this like you know, overly intense workload that makes everyone unhappy. And yet, again, I don't know if they're just making too much money to stop it, or scared to turn down work, but like just work a little less. Like, it wouldn't be such a bad job if it was like you didn't have to like just do more faster all the time. Why can't I get out from behind this? Mega Man? Mega Man sounds like a game that would frustrate the hell out of me from everything I've heard about it being hard. I've never really played it myself. Isn't he in Smash Brothers? That's probably the most I've played Mega Man. I don't even remember playing him in Smash Brothers myself. I might start a Twitch or something, and just like, I like this channel for what it is. Like, I like to keep adding to it. You know, with the like theme, the general theme of, you know, Disney adulting. But you know, I like a lot of other games, so it would be cool to just play all the good games that I like on a different, on like a Twitch or something. I was just saying yesterday that I noticed that there was a new Zelda game starring Zelda for once in it coming out. Okay, what are we doing here? Oh my god.
Get to that other cover!
They lock you behind the cover. Why do you say Mega Man, Richard? Do you just really like it? I would play that game. Quest for the burnt pineapple pizza. It seems like hard to burn a pineapple. Although I guess they do those like charred, you know, kebabs and stuff, like the fruit on the grill. I grew up with Mega Man. What was the last proper Mega Man game they made? I know they've made a bunch of Mega Man games, but like, what's the latest in the like mainline Mega Man series? They gotta be due for another, oh, they've done like Mario Wonder and stuff, I was gonna say, but like they're gotta be due for like another Mario Odyssey 3D game at this point. Those are always like a blockbuster video game event. I always look at those as like the main Mario games, and all the ones that come out in between, like 3D Land, and they're all good. But they're never like the marquee Mario game. I mean, they always get a lot of attention, and justifiably so, but you know what I'm saying.
Thanks! I should be able to scan it up close.
What are we doing here? Still can't get out from behind the cover. He said something about scanning it up close. I had the circle prompt a minute ago. What is this? Oh, I keep forgetting about switching characters.
Hit it where it hurts!
Do I make money from gaming? No, absolutely not.
Better be a good pilot. If we make it out of this hangar, I'll show you.
I mean, that would be a dream scenario for sure. Would require me, I think, doing something different than I have been doing to get more attention. I'm not sure, you know, what exactly that is, but I don't know that this is the money path for me. I think, like, some of the things I've been doing will help me do other things as far as content creation that I've thought about doing that might be able to be a part of a business. But yeah, being able to sit around and do the video games as an income producing thing would be sweet. I think of this. I watched that one guy, Ryu Car or something, who's the Mario Maker / just video game pro, who's pretty well known. And I think, you know, he just fires up a YouTube stream and makes a little cash here and there. And I think he does it, I would imagine, full time. Seems like he's been doing it a while. He's also really good. Where are we going? One thing's for sure, though, I have to figure out a way not to do this lawyer stuff, like, at least in the way that I have been doing it, because it was just not for me. I mean, I have a really good opportunity here to do like a different kind of law, like actual like trial like stuff, like disputes, and you know, in with seemingly good people, but and for decent money, but yeah, it's just all very hard for me because I just in my heart don't want any part of it. And they want you to do so much of it that it just gets really miserable really quickly. I mean, that's what my situation feels like right now, that I need to do it, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be doing it. But like, I think it's a matter of me not having more imagination and dedication to figuring out a different way. Because there's a lot of different things you can do. And yeah, I do not love doing my taxes, and it's not going to be the most fun for me this year because I moved
We need to total that control room.
and made money from a couple of different places.
Obliterate those ships.
It's been simple a lot of times in the past for me when I've had the same job and they just withhold stuff, but and I don't have like a ton of like other assets to report.
Yeah, that's half of
Unfortunately. I mean, fortunately and unfortunately. Fortunately, because I don't believe in acquiring things for the sake of it, but unfortunately because assets can be very helpful to your whole financial picture. Thank you, Richard. I would give you a job despite your not having finished college. I wouldn't hold it against you. I would probably put it in the plus column. This guy is not not completely spoiled yet.
That's all. Go, move.
Oh, holding it down is a lot more rapid and powerful. Except not working here for some reason. Why is this one not blowing up? Yeah, that's what it feels like, especially when it's just like super difficult and never-ending and constantly, you know, just it feels like an exam cram session every single day. But yeah, I think a job where I was able to do something meaningful that, you know, pays.
All right, we gotta take out as many of these cannons as we can, but we're not gonna get very far.
Cannons will be in range soon. You can't miss them, so don't miss them.
I've thought a lot about starting a meditation and a hypnosis clinic or practice, perhaps. Perhaps specializing in stressed out lawyers. And along with that, perhaps a like a spiritual type store, like a new age, not new age in the way I would do it, but kind of like a storefront, and then make content, and then do the clinic, and have like a whole thing, like to help people with their like mental health. Like I do a lot of that stuff. I've gotten involved in a lot of that stuff, and I am very into a lot of that stuff, and have already started, you know, creating content for it. I have a page that I did meditations on and kind of got away from it. But anyway, I'm blowing up now. My shit. but I should probably be focused on like building that. I need to build that steadily and with dedication if I'm ever gonna, you know, dig my way out of this mess. I just have to find. I feel like I need to get a job. Like this job, if I can hang in there, will help me with some of the like debts I have, like for sure. Help me clean some things up, but I can't really build anything, I think, without more bandwidth to do so, and this job is not going to give it to me. I may be working with AI if I do this other job that I'm considering and I just interviewed for. I recently did a job that was kind of vulnerable to AI, a lawyer job that is vulnerable to AI, probably the most vulnerable type of lawyer job to AI, but still not going to replace the lawyer in that position anytime soon, completely anyway. But it's going that direction.
I cannot see our blasters dead in that thing. Keep an eye out for Special Forces TIE fighters. They carry torpedoes. We get some of those on board, and you can take out those generators and then hit the big gun. Whoa, more fighters!
I definitely, as much as I hate being a lawyer, like I definitely need more self-discipline. Like I need to be, whatever I'm doing, I need to be able to sit there and do it. Like even if it isn't fun in that moment, like. I need to be able to sit there for longer and do it for longer and not just get up and go do something else or go on a different web page or whatever. And that's like a skill, like, but it is always easier to do that when you have an internal motive for something. Like if your heart, the more your heart wants to be there and do that, in that moment, the better able you are going to be to persevere. It's going to be much more natural and effortless. Versus like me doing law where I don't want to do it at all, and it just makes this really hard thing much, much harder and much, much more of an uphill climb. My last job was good because it was like hourly, so there was no like yearly expectations or anything, like, and the responsibility was spread so far and wide, and you were so like kind of low as far as overall responsibility goes that like it's making good money hourly, and if I didn't work, it was just me who lost money. Like nothing else really happened. Like it was, you could put in as much work as you wanted or not, but like it didn't really matter that much. Like someone was gonna do it. Yeah, Richard, I feel disgusted with my job right now. It's like, like on paper, it's what people aspire to in a lot of cases, but it's like, it feels like death. I don't know how else to put it. I mean, the thing, my experience in law firms, like 9 out of 10 people seem really run down. Like even if they're good lawyers, even if they're the boss of the place, like most of them, there's all but very few of them seem like they're not just like being run ragged, like because they're exhausted by having to work so much. I don't think they always dislike it as much as I do, and the ones who seem to like it the most are the ones who seem to do the best because they have the ability to just power through because they enjoy it. I think I would want to be a, gosh, honestly, like a stay-at-home parent. If I had like a very wealthy like partner and a stay-at-home parent, like I would love that. But I grew up, I always wanted to be a musician, and I play guitar and I sing and I write some music and stuff, and like I was always like too afraid of like getting on stage and never developed that. And I did it a little bit like when I was younger and felt like I wasn't ready and kind of got gun shy about doing more of it. But I'm pretty good. Like, so that was something I always wanted to do and never really went after because I got it in my head really early on that it was just impractical and like. You know, you'll have an awful life if you go after that dream. How many of these do we have to blow up? I'm just ranting about life and my career as I fly this TIE fighter. And why am I in a TIE fighter? Are we escaping? Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, like, you've got to follow your heart at the end of the day, even if it means sacrificing those things, because, you know, you've got to be satisfied without regrets. You've got to live with yourself. And, you know, there is a saying, do what you love and the money will follow. And I think you can do almost anything, follow almost any passion and find, like, a reasonably happy way to make a living if you continually apply yourself in one direction, like, and build that, like, as your career. Like, if I wanted to, like, be involved in music from a early age, like, I could have kept, like, developing those skills, like, in a way where, at the very least, I could have been, like, a lounge singer or something, like, you know, still could be, but you know, you just have to, like, keep chipping away, keep building it brick by brick every day, whatever you want to do.
Hold tight, we got a missile on our tail. Gonna try and shake it.
Yeah, Richard, you know, that's not a bad analogy, and I've like thought about that. Like, that, like, doing, like, sacrificing your soul to save your body is more or less the devil's work. You know, and the people who believe in reincarnation would tell you that, like, you should play your game, you should play your life like you're like Mario in a video game, like, go for the biggest jumps, like, and don't worry too much about, like, falling into the ditch because you are going to just respawn. And if you had a broader perspective on the spiritual reality of things, like, you would realize that and you wouldn't be so scared.
They were going back for the droid. Send a squad to the wreckage.
You would realize that the only thing to fear is fear itself. It's easier to say that and to think that than it is to internalize that and live that way, truly. Because I've always thought too, like, if you're not afraid, you really have, like, you have more power to the extent you are, like, not afraid, and to the extent you don't need anything. Like, the most powerful person is the one, like, doesn't have the agenda because they don't need anything from anybody. Self-contained. They're okay with things not going their way, and so it makes them not act desperate. Yeah, well, Richard, this is going to be a difficult thing to keep up. At least, I don't think I'll end it. Like, I'm going to keep doing it as much as I can, like, here and there, but it's definitely going to be here and there, because not only will I have a lot less time, I got to keep up with these, like, fucking hours requirements that are just the, like, that's the thing that ruins all the joy in the job. But also, when I'm not doing that, I'm probably going to be less interested in being on a computer screen or in front of a screen. But I'll keep it up. I'll definitely keep it up. Don't worry too much. Probably once or twice a week.
Choices. What's going
It's definitely something I'm going to need to do from time to time, just as a stress relief thing.
He'll keep calling in more friends.
No, I believe that. Like, if I stop, like, doing the... And I consider this, like, even though it's, like, easy and it's just streaming a video game, like...
Well, we aren't climbing out of
You
here,
know,
so we'll have to get out
it's
through that
content
Star
creation.
Destroyer
It's,
wreck.
like, one of
That should be
the
the hatches
things that I
releasing
enjoy
up
doing.
there.
And, yeah, the more I allow things I don't enjoy
Yeah, you
doing
bet
to
you're
stop me
helping.
from
You're
doing
the
those
reason I'm in this mess.
things that I do pre-Trey, you know, the more Darth Vader wins. But if you live to your fullest happiness, you are stronger than the... I believe that entirely. I believe that, like, the highest, like, thing you can do is to be authentic to yourself and in all ways. Like, become the truth. Like, don't tell a lie and don't do anything you hate. And just be brave enough to live with the consequences of the truth. But, like, the world will definitely try to pull you into its program, its fear-based program, and stop you from, like, going rogue like that. Which is what I think it's doing to me. But I did catch some of that, like, animosity between Darth Vader and Palpatine when we did the little episode here before they started the Force Awakens from episode 6. I forgot about all of that.
Now, be nice and don't throw me off. It's a lugger beast. Basically docile, but you don't want to be near one when it attacks.
I wouldn't be surprised if Darth Vader hated Palpatine either, simply because, like, they're Sith and they just, like, hate is their default mode.
Circuit?
Can BB-8 ride this? No. God. Is that like a sand? It looks like a sand snowman. No, I wouldn't for Natalie Portman. I mean, you definitely turn to the dark side anytime you get, like, so obsessed with any one woman that you, like, start compromising yourself. I've definitely been there. Is Natalie Portman one of your top celebrity crushes? Do you have any others? I used to have some celebrity crushes, but now I don't really have any celebrity crushes. Or people, or let's just say celebrities I find... I mean, yeah, they're very attractive celebrities for sure, but... when I was a kid, I had like a poster on my wall. Thought about it a lot. Or at least a little.
Stay there. Don't worry, I'll be back for you.
Oh, you're just saying, like, you're talking about something that happened in the actual story, like with Anakin. Yeah, I thought you were just making, like, a hypothetical, like, Natalie Portman's so hot, like, would you go to the dark side if she could, like, be Natalie Portman's man or something? But no, you're talking about Anakin. Yeah. And the answer is no. I don't think I would, although, you know... If you're madly in love and you lose that, it makes people do pretty crazy things. Especially if you're a huge weirdo like Anakin. What? That's definitely not a scene. It'd be funny if it was, though. Obi-Wan, like, scolds him. Anakin! Very un-Jedi-like behavior. Isn't that me? Oh, I've got to push it. I really want to do a big Lego set. These are things that I... See, these are things that if I'm making, like... I need to save, like, every penny I make so that, like, I don't do any more of this than I have to, but it's going to be really tempting when I make a little more money than I absolutely need to buy things like Legos, which I definitely did when I was making more money in the past. I bought a lot of Legos, spent a lot of money on Legos for a while, but it just takes up a lot of space. Also, definitely could see like a PS5 coming into the picture, something like that. But need to not make the same mistakes again because I was very wasteful. I could have had a lot more savings if I was just a little bit smarter. and maybe not be in this position right now. That's true. It's true. Dooku gave him the ultimate, gave chronic masturbator Anakin the ultimate punishment. Hey, Darth. Welcome. Glad to have you back. And what Obi-Wan did on Mustafar made Anakin lose his wiener and his other hand. Mustafar is where they got into the final battle. Yeah, he lost a lot of things. What's sad, Darth? The what happened to Anakin? Oh, you're talking about what Richard was saying. All right, what are we doing here? Okay. That is one Star Wars detail I've generally been able to keep straight. How do we get up here? What's with the sparkly pipe? What can I do with this? Yeah, I know. I just don't know how to get her up there. That's not it. Does the... what? She's not Mary Sue right now. She can't... Should be able to grab on this. But what do I do? If you guys know, please tell me. I always forget to do simple things like that, like switch back to the other guy who might be able to do something else. But I thought he was stuck at this wall jump needing her. What's this? Through the pipe, you mean? Can't go any further, it seems. There's a vent. You mean this room through the pipe? I feel like, oh wait, is that a vent? No. Oh, this room.
You should be able to get to an astromech access panel from up there. See if you can use it to find me a way up there. Yes, that's it!
Oh yeah, the wall jump.
Tito's picked these things clean. I won't be long. Don't worry, I know these ships like the back of my hand.
What are these question marks anyway? I forgot you gotta hit them. Agile characters can use these agility objects to slide. Agility objects? I mean, she's not such a Mary Sue as they call her, I guess, when she's working on this planet, like this shitty job, as more or less a slave, it seems. If I needed the money enough, I could. I'd probably.
No, I can't use that until I get the little.
Feel like I would really. That would really not be good for my health, because I like McDonald's. I would be either horrified and never want to eat it again, but I think they kind of keep kitchens like somewhat clean. I don't think it's as bad as, like, I had my friend's brother growing up, like in high school, like worked at Wendy's and used to, like, my friend would say, oh, my brother says This is like hearsay on hearsay. But you know, that kid was always like, "Oh, I wouldn't eat at Wendy's again after working at one." But I look in some kitchens sometimes. I was doing the DoorDash thing and peeked in the kitchen at a few fast food joints, and you know, some of them seem like, you know, pretty properly run operations. I'm sure most of them are. I like to think that way because I like McDonald's and I want to keep going. Saw a McDonald's where there's rat crap on the... Okay, well, yeah, I would maybe try to avoid those. I'm sure there's definitely, you know, imperfections. You don't want that if you can help it, for sure. And yeah, just for the milkshakes. Milkshakes I really, really enjoy, and try not to eat them because I just feel like I can't... It's like, what is it, Pandora's box or something? Like you just slippery slope. Just be sucking milkshakes all day long. I really like they have a really good cookies and cream milkshake at Chick-fil-A. That used to be my jam. I could go for one of those. Cool, so all BB-8 stuff. I'm not a mint guy, but I bet if you like mint, it's delicious. If it's made with anything like this care they put into that cookies and cream one. Chef's kiss. I saw the no Chick-fil-A sauce girl meme for the first time not too long ago. Found that quite amusing. No Chick-fil-A sauce? I'd try it, but I'm definitely not like a mint chocolate or a mint like anything dessert kind of guy. I feel like you just are or you aren't. Oh, it's a holiday drink. That makes sense. If they really wanted to get serious about the holiday milkshake, they could do like an eggnog milkshake or something. No, no one drinks eggnog in like the summer. Or like even during the holidays. When do you like... I don't know. It's like almost such a weird drink that it makes sense to just bust it out once during the holiday. But yeah, eggnog. Haven't had eggnog in a hot minute. Alright, what are we missing now? Of course, people put booze in their eggnog, too. It's definitely not that good. I think that's why, like you never hear about people like really drinking it, other than just like a special, like it's like a holiday drink that people think that everyone, you know, it's just like a tradition. Fireball? You put Fireball in the eggnog? It's just some serious eggnog. I mean, it probably works all right as a masking things like that. It's so thick. Alright, what the hell? Could we do like 2 scenes without me getting stuck? Would be great, thanks. How do we get BB-8 up here? Does this build anything else? Builds this and the other thing that are both for BB-8. Build to the top left. Oh, over here, yeah.
I'll make a way up the slope for you.
See, that was not immediately apparent.
All right, see if I can winch that TIE fighter up.
I don't remember the other games ever letting you build in all these different directions. Like, I don't remember Skywalker Saga doing that, and I definitely don't remember some of the other LEGO games doing it. It's usually like 2 directions.
You're welcome. I have a job for you. The exit's shut. Do you think you can open it? Thanks. We should have a clear run from here.
Aw. Thank you, yeah.
Where do you come from?
Always good to get to a cutscene.
Classified, really. Me too. Big secret. Nima outpost is that way. Stay off Kelvin Ridge. Keep away from the sinking fields in the north. You'll drown in the sand.
Don't follow me. Town is that way. In the morning you go. You're welcome.
Alien Romulus is about a girl and her robot friend. I just watched that tonight. Alright, now we need PlayStation not to crap out on me here. I don't think it had anything to do with this particular screen, but this is the point at which it happened last night. Oh man, now you got me want to keep going, but I'm like ready to shut it down because it's like 2 a.m. and I'm getting tired, but I will have to save that for next time, but I will look forward to it. I can't remember what comes next in the movie. I'm getting a... If that's any
on.
hint,
The main
it
settlement's
has to
not
do with the Falcon. That could be cool. All right. Darth, thanks for hanging out. I think Richard's gone, but anybody else who stopped by, thank you. Always fun to hang out, and look forward to doing it again soon. We will definitely be picking this game up again soon. Look out for that and others, and I will catch you next time. Hope everybody has a... Actually, I'll probably be back, well, maybe once more this weekend. We'll see. Anyway, until next time. Ah, Rey meets Finn. All right. Well, that will be next in our episode 3, session 3, not to be confused with Star Wars parlance, session 3 of our playthrough of this game. So Rey meets Finn coming up next.